So then, Tomo, draws to a close the third inaugural awards night for Hinckley AFC. Some very well-deserving winners, both on the community side and on the playing side.
I think it's wonderful. It's wonderful to see all the different age groups, the girls' teams, the young lads coming through. I mean, that's what the football club ultimately is all about. It's a community within football and within Hinckley as well. And I just think hopefully that it can continue to grow and get stronger as a community, as a club. Because the club is going in the right direction. But yes, I just think it's wonderful to see so many different age groups here tonight, all collecting trophies. They've all enjoyed the football, and ultimately we have to remember that football is all about enjoyment at the end of the day. If you don't enjoy it, why do we do it? And to see, as I say, to see so many youngsters here today, boys and girls, I think is fantastic for the club.
Touched upon the season in large, obviously Andy Westwood, 2 awards tonight. James Williams, 2 awards, both new additions to the squad at the start of the season. Both made massive impacts. Yeah,
huge impacts. Touching on Westy first, I mean the lad's been tremendous from the moment he walked into the football club. He's a bag full of energy. He's great to be around. He's always got a smile on his face. And as I say, what a footballer. The lad is. You don't realise what you've got until he's not there, and then you do realise then what you missed with Westy. And from my point of view, I think he's been tremendous all season. And then touching on James again, as a youngster coming through, 19, 20 years of age, and his first season at this level of football, I think they are both deserving of their awards tonight because they've been tremendous for us.
As we said in all of our interviews tonight after the event, this was due to be the last event, the last get together of supporters and players alike. Not the case. Monday, big cup final, massive task, but again a great occasion for both players and fans.
Yeah, as I said, what's happened has happened, and we've obviously been invited back into the competition, and that's what we'll do. We'll take up that invite to go into the final. There's no pressure on us at all now. We know we got well and truly beat in the semi-final in the second leg. But as I say, I think over the 2 games, the result was probably a little bit harsh in terms of being 8-4 aggregate wise, but I think it gives us a good opportunity to go and test ourselves under no real pressure. The lads are quite fresh. We had a great training session last night, some great numbers here, and as I say, we go into Monday night full of confidence because we've got nothing to lose. It's just a game for us now to go and test ourselves against the best team, arguably out of the Premier League.
This season has been very symptomatic that the team has responded well on the better pitches, so we would expect the Football League pitch to be significantly better and possibly aid our play on Monday night.
I hope so. I went to watch a final there last year at the Bescott. I think it was last year, and the pitch didn't look particularly great, to be honest, at the end of the season. But as you say, it is a professional ground, and you've got the chance to go and play there. So hopefully, the pitch there will be like what we want to play on, and be able to get it down, express ourselves a little bit, and contribute to hopefully being a good game of football. But we're going to go there. We're going to give it our best shot. As I said, for us, it's a freebie in terms of we got knocked out in the semi-final, so we've been reinstated into the competition. Got nothing to lose against a very, very, very good side in Alvechurch. We know a lot of the lads there at that particular football club, and there's some good players there. So it's a great test for us and a great test for the lads as well.
Obviously, it was an unexpected fixture for the fans to have, a trip across to Warsaw. Just touch upon the availability of players. Obviously, that may have been something that may have been a concern for supporters, given the fact that it was officially the end of the season up to one point.
Yeah, I think we've done quite well, really, because obviously I think there's 3 players that's not available, and that's it. So we'll go there with a full squad, and 4 on the bench. So so I think Mark Williams is away. I think Pad's obviously with his fractured eye, so he's not going to be there. So other than that, really, and Sammy Agger's away with work in Aldershot and he can't get back. So other than that, we've got a fairly full squad to go into it, and and that's why we carry a big squad. We've got some good players throughout and some great depth in that squad. So I've still got confidence that we'll go and give a real good account of ourselves. And on our day, we're a match for anybody, as we've proven over the course of the season by knocking 4 or 5 teams out of different cup competitions from the league above.
Nice one, Tommy. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Des.
So then, Abbo, that's draws to a close the third AFC awards nights. Plenty of deserving winners, both on and off the pitch.
Definitely, great night. Great to have the junior sections and the supporters of the first team all together. There's a good 250 people in there, I would estimate, and great feel about it, and a real good club night.
I'll touch upon the winners on the seniors playing side. James Williams bagging a brace, and Andy Westwood as well.
Yeah, deserving winners. I think probably two of the most consistent performers throughout the season. Not so much razzle dazzle, but real sheer consistency. We both, I think Westy as a manager's player of the year, he's one that springs to mind straight away. You're looking for your consistent performance, that you know what you're going to get. And James obviously has impressed his peers. What a great award to win as a young player, first season in senior football with 40 plus games. Had a tremendous season, great building blocks for the boy to keep developing.
Ryan Seal, somewhat unsurprisingly, goals tend to hog the headlines, and Ryan Seal also bagging an award as well.
Yeah, he's the great entertainer. I think he's the, I think him and Lee Butler unsurprising that they went for 2 awards for the supporters player, really, because I think they're the two real champions for the fans. And Seeley, as I say, he's the razzle dazzle in the side. 56 goals from a player who's not centre forward. He's sensational. Lee Butler, the fan with the shirt, as they call him, unsurprisingly in there for the supporters, and both important players for our football club and for the supporters.
Another real mainstay of our awards nights now is the Clubman of the Year award, newly named this year, obviously for sad reasons with Simon Blythe's passing, but the Simon Blythe Clubman of the Year award, a very well deserved winner in Liam Gibbs. A word on Liam.
Great lad. Steve said it himself when he awarded it, that he leans on him a lot. He messages him, calls on him to put announcements out and do the media side of things at a minute's notice. I do the same with announcements that need to go out. He's completely responsive. He's completely positive. He's always there after a game, good or bad, with the camera in hand and plenty of enthusiasm to publicise goings on at the club. He's a great guy, and I'm sure he's got a great future in his profession.
We've said this to all our interviewees tonight. This was due to be closed book, end of season, job done, finished, etc. Not the case. A cup final on Monday night. What are your thoughts on that?
Strange, really. A little bit tainted, if I'm honest. I'm not we're not jumping around. We're in the cup final. It's a strange journey to get there, but that's not our fault. And a serious breach of the rules was obviously made, and the league have deemed the punishment that they feel that St Andrews need to come out of the competition, and they've invited us to go and play a game against Alvechurch, a one-off game against the champions of the league above at a pro ground for a trophy. What a great opportunity for us. It is what it is, and we'll go there, grasp the opportunity with both hands, go and play against a side who I really respect, a really good side, and it's a great opportunity for us, but disappointing that the League Cup's probably been tarnished for this year. But we take what we're given.
Made a great acknowledgement to all of your backroom staff as well. Touched upon there for those that weren't here this evening. Obviously, word on the likes of Sam, Geordie, Tomo, Si.
I can't function without him, and I've learned such a lot from Tomo. I started at the very top. I came here, he wasn't on my backroom staff at my old club when I was appointed. I felt probably I was a better manager than I was when I came here. That's my honest reflections. I think I was a good young manager, but I've learned such a lot under Tomo, and I say under Tomo. That's the respect I have for the man. I wouldn't want to work without him right now. I'm not ready to. He's a real guiding hand for me, and I'm learning all the time. Simon's a great support. I think we're really learning to work as a team between us. Great, innovative young coach. Great experience with young players and under 18s, bringing a lot to the setup, and we'll do increasingly now with the under 18 setup, which he's going to oversee. Sam's a great guy, enthusiastic, really passionate about the club now. If he wasn't our physio, he'd come and watch every game. Loves it, loves the lads, and he's brilliant. Love having Sam around. And Geordie, what can I say about Geordie? I demand so much of Geordie for very little back in his direction, other than enjoyment. The setup we have is unbelievable, and when Geordie's not here, it doesn't happen. And if Geordie went tomorrow, in truth, we wouldn't replace him, and our setup would become akin to all the other sides at our level. So nothing but high praise for the man.
Word on as you've touched upon at the start of the interview, 250 odd people in there tonight. It's a real measure of how this event in particular has grown alongside the club.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it would be lovely, wouldn't it, to see one day where we can house all the junior sides in one evening. You know, it is a real community club. It's everybody's club, and you know, the things that we've done this year, the initiatives, you know, the support for young Harvey, who's been obviously poorly, the cancer initiative. I think such a special football club, and that's been illustrated this year, you know, tenfold.
Nice one. Cheers, Abbott.
Cheers.